Hello my friends and welcome back to the rabbit hole. Oh, I'm excited for this video. We are going to be covering the Ulta Black Friday sales. Now, a couple of things really quickly. Yeah, this is probably gonna be a little bit of a long video. I feel it in my soul. There's a lot to cover because there is a lot in the sale, and I am going to keep this the way that I do pretty much every sale video, which is to cover everything, even if briefly. Even though, as you can see, I did not pull out much for this video. I'm really trying not to make a giant mess right before Thanksgiving, you feel me? So we're gonna go over everything that is on the Ulta Black Friday special page. I will have it linked below if you are interested in following along. Looks like we are starting off with the Black Friday Beauty Busters. While quantities last, these are apparently some of their best deals. So we're starting off with $10 mascaras. I don't know if I should be concerned that I recognize every one of these without needing the name of it, because right now you cannot click these links. You will be able to on Thanksgiving at 4 p.m., I believe, 4 p.m. Central. So out of the selection here, the ones that are going to be more for volume, I haven't tried the Pure Fully Charged mascara, but I would say the Buxom and the Urban Decay Perversion. Also Tarte's Maneater, but keep in mind that that one has a plastic bristle wand. It's kind of like the Benefit They're Real mascara in that sense, even if it's a little bit thinner. So some people don't like plastic bristles. The Smashbox Superfan is a nice one for separating. It is a light mascara, not as voluminous as the rest. I have not tried the Lorac one either, but I do like the idea of it having the primer on one side and the mascara on the other. $14.99 Ulta Beauty Collection. I just want to get this out of the way right now so we never have to have this conversation through the rest of the video. I adore Ulta's brand. I do not recommend any of their sets. They do this thing where the sets and the gifts with purchases are all of lower quality than the individual items. I will never understand why. I cannot stand it because I swear to you that they really do have good products individually. The brushes, the brow pencils, the blushes, the list goes on and on. But these sets are just typically not worth the money. Kind of a big red flag in the first place that it says $200 value for $15, right? So yeah, that's my thoughts on pretty much every Ulta set. Individual products are incredible. Try them at some point when you can find them for 50% off. That's the best price you can pay for those. 50% off Beauty Finds by Ulta Beauty. So this is going to be 2 of their fragrance kits. Those are just the little sample vials, but you do get a reusable one in there. What's that called? Atomizer? Is that the word? Or am I thinking of something else? Anyway, those are nice sets, but I would not pay full price for them because they really are samples. There's a lot of samples. You do get a $15 off gift card towards a full size. Personally, the other kit appeals to me a little bit more. It's a nice sampler. You have in there Lancome's by Facile, Cover FX's Perfect Setting Powder, some of my favorite products right there. Moving on, we have the Morphe Catch My Eye brush set. Last year, there was a Morphe set featured in Ulta's Black Friday deals. Morphe had, I believe, just arrived on the Ulta website, so it floored me. It actually sold out really fast. This one might also, I don't personally love Morphe's brushes. A lot of people do. I don't. Granted, it's important to say that I have not tried a ton of Morphe's brushes or Morphe's products. I typically think they're okay. At the very least, do not pay more than $19 for this. That's my personal recommendation. Now, the next one is fascinating to me. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Palette Vault. This is the Soft Glam palette, or the Soft Clam palette, and the Modern Renaissance for $49. That is a great deal, as each of them retail for $42.50. No, 42, right? Where'd I get the extra 50 cents from? So yeah, that is a really good deal. I think it's so funny. I was just thinking about this morning. You know, if you follow only the YouTube beauty community, you'd be like, Modern Renaissance, that's so old. I sometimes find myself susceptible to that bubble of thinking, and it's always so interesting when I go into stores like Ulta and Sephora and see people gathered around the Urban Decay Naked palettes, Modern Renaissance. These palettes are only old on YouTube. In real life, there are a lot of people asking for these from Santa this year. Worth noting, I do believe we will see that trio of palettes again this year, probably on the Anastasia website. I think, wasn't it? I'm trying to remember what it was last year. It might have been Norvina, Soft Glam, and Modern Renaissance. Correct me if I'm mistaken. I didn't go for it because I'm not the biggest Anastasia palette person out there. They are nice. They're very nice formulas if you like really intense colors. They're not as beginner friendly though, because you actually have to, kind of have a light hand to not overblend them or just end up with a giant mess on your eye. So I don't necessarily recommend them for beginners, but a lot of people that have grown up on YouTube have a very different approach to eyeshadow. I remember eyeshadows with no pigment, so it's been very hard for me to have a lighter hand. All I'm saying is, do you remember the single pans of CoverGirl eyeshadows in the early 2000s and how hard it was to actually get those to stick on your eye? You know what I'm saying? 40% off Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kits and Liquid Glow. Okay, so this sale happens every year as well. I'm going to tell you my honest opinion on Anastasia's highlighters. I don't really think they're all that special. Keep in mind you're watching one person's opinion, but yeah, to me, they're not that different than, say, a Wet n Wild highlighter, which are $3 each. I feel like if you're going for the most pigmented highlighters, the two that I would recommend to you would be Pixie, yes, Pixie, or Ofra. I think those are the most intense. And if you're looking for something more suited to mature skin, I'd go with Smashbox or actually Flesh. I really like my Flesh powdered highlighter, one of my absolute favorites, came out of nowhere. But I've always felt like these are kind of expensive for what they are. I guess that's all I'm trying to say. Some people love them though. All right, let's get into the individual deals here. So we have 50% off the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette. I spent a lot of time talking about that in the Sephora video, so I will just link that. I'm wearing it there as well. $8.99 for everything from the Sexy Hair brand. Someday I'll get better at hair. That day is not today. $39.99, Select Brands One-Step Volumizer Hair Dryers. I know some people really like these. I don't have a lot of commentary here other than it would be really wise for somebody to come out with a brand and name it Select Brands. Just think of all the advertising that already exists for it. You don't need to pay influencers. People have been promoting Select Brands since before you were even formed. All right, we got some Bedhead here for $8.99. I'm just gonna move through hair stuff quickly if you can't tell. Too Faced Better Than Sex Lashes and Lips. This is a $16 kit with a $41 value. I finally hit a point where I'm willing to accept that I've outgrown these products, personally. Better Than Sex is an alright mascara. You just have to give it roughly 3 weeks from the time you first open it to the time you use it, or it will be sopping wet as a mascara. I don't personally love the waterproof version, and that's what you get in this kit. And then lip injection. Lip injection feels on your lips the exact same way it feels if you ate 4 or 5 jalapenos. I like spicy food, and I even appreciated that for a while about the lip injection, but then one day I was just like, I'm kind of tired of this. They don't really seem to do a ton. 50% off the IT Cosmetics Confidence in an Eye Cream. A lot of people love this. I'm sure there will be plenty of people stocking up here. IT Cosmetics was not my personal favorite skincare brand. It's a 10, that's another cult status product right there. Chi4 Ulta Holiday Hairstyling Irons. $5.25 for OPI nail lacquers. That's another area that is not my expertise, but I believe people like OPI. Really out of my element here. You see my nails, right? $12 each for the Mario Badescu Multi-Masker and Hit Refresh. I'm gonna guess that the value on this is not very high, as they're not advertising it the way they did for kind of every other product on this list. So probably a nice way to sample the brand. I think there's better skincare brands out there, but that's just me. Oh, this one, the 50% off Living Proof No Frizz Instant Defrizzer. This one broke my heart because I need another dry shampoo from Living Proof. I was counting on it in the sale. You must never count on things in sales. If you count on them, they will not be there. Tarte Stocking Up Eye and Cheek Set, $12 with a $30 value. This looks like it's going to be the mini blushes and then a mini mascara and a mini eyeliner. These are nice little samplers. I actually do like the mini size of their blushes. Do you guys remember the RT blush that we had as a birthday gift from Sephora? They're nice, but they are a different formula from the full size. The full size is much more firmly pressed. Completely different formula. The $10 and under section, we have the Kylie Cosmetics blush, highlighter, and bronzers will all be $10. This isn't a huge saving as they do retail for, I believe, $18. But I gotta tell you guys, I really ate my words with thinking the Kylie brand was gonna be subpar, and it's fine as a brand. I'll link my video if you're interested in that. It covers the eyeshadow, not this, but that said, I agree with most of you guys that commented and said, there's brands I'd rather support than Kylie. We're on the same page there. So yeah, I don't see myself picking up any of these, but yeah, they're not bad quality. The Select Brands hairspray, you see my argument? $8.99. I hate hairspray. I'm a terrible person to talk about this category. $10 for the Bare Minerals Primetime Foundation Primer. So this is actually, it's a very standard primer, not super exciting, boring packaging if we're being honest, but it's basically the same thing as Lancome's La Base or Smashbox's. Smashbox's Photo Finish Primer. So if you like those silicone primers, there's no reason to pay more than $10. At least in this world. Okay, we've got some Ulta items coming up, and we are just going to get through those real quickly because I already explained my stance on Ulta gift sets. 5 for $10 on Philosophy shower gels, 1 ounce. Those are small, though, for a shower gel. I feel like if it was 2.5 ounces, I'd be more excited. 1 ounce, I feel like I don't really get enough time to experience the scent. We do have the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cleansers 50% off. This will be $10. This is a nice facial cleanser. Wait, did I try this one? I didn't try this one. I tried the Calendula. I do believe that this one has quite an audience for it. The EcoTools Winter Shine Beauty Kit. This actually looks really cute. So this one is $10, regularly $20. It's got one of their powder brushes. I actually love my EcoTools powder brush. It's one of my favorites in my collection out of all of the brushes that I have. I've got plenty of IT Cosmetics ones to use, but I really like that EcoTools one. You get the sponge in here. It's a really cute little set. And by the way, the brushes I'm referring to are from the holiday set last year. So yeah, EcoTools surprised me. I don't like their eye brushes, but I do like their face brushes. We got some Kiss press-on nails. $10 for the Real Techniques Dynamic Shimmer Kit. This is $10, regularly $20. Real Techniques is always one of my favorite brands. I really do like both their eye and their face brushes. We have the Origins Marvelous Must-Haves Fan Faves, $10 with an $18 value. Personally, I'd pass on this. Origins has a lot better value gift sets. I think we have one in this video as well. But also, they are a very scented brand. A very scented brand. The $20 and under section, we have the MAC Select Lipstick Bullets, $15. I wish that we had a better discount on these. I feel like MAC needs to do something to grab this current generation, and knocking a couple bucks off is not enough, but that's just my opinion. It is a good formula for lipstick. Bare Minerals Matte on the Double Duo and Mineral Must-Have Set, up to a $74 value, $12 to $15. That's a lot of value, but in my experience, these definitely survive until after the holidays. Not a lot of people buying loose bronzer, loose eyeshadow anymore, so yeah, you can usually get really good deals on Bare Minerals. So the benefit set at Ulta, $15 with a $53 value. You're getting more in this than you get in the Sephora equivalent, but I really like the Sephora equivalent a lot better personally. Bad Gal Bang is okay in the travel or the trial size. I don't think I've ever tried the actual travel. But yeah, I've had a couple samples and have been surprised by it being kind of a nice mascara. As a full size, it is such a goopy mascara. $15 Philosophy, the Micro Delivery Exfoliating Facial Wash. Looks like we'll have the same product at both Sephora and Ulta. 50% off IT brushes for Ulta, select single brushes. These are actually good. I do like the IT Cosmetics for Ulta single brushes, but I've had some hits and misses with their sets. $12 for the Philosophy Shampoo, Shower Gel, and Bubble Bath. This is more of my interest. I like to have a scent for a while in my bathroom. I don't know. Again, maybe that's just me. So here's the First Aid Beauty equivalent to the Ultra Repair Cream that we had at Sephora. This one is the scented one in pink grapefruit. You are getting a tub here. It is 10 ounces for $19. I do like that scent, but personally that's one that I would use on the body instead of the face because of the scent in it. If you want the unscented one, I'd get the one at Sephora. The Tarte Busy Gal Bliss Color Collection. These are usually cute, but I'm going to tell you the truth in my experience with the smaller Tarte palettes. I feel like they end up being kind of forgettable. I say that, but then I do actually really like my Maneater palette. I've decluttered most of the rest of them. The Tartelets have stuck around for a while, though. Oh, here's one that we see pretty much every year as well. Becca, limited edition, the Glow Starts Here set. These are always around $15, $20 with a very high value, and this one has a $58 value. I can identify one of those. I see the First Light priming filter in there. I feel like the other one might be a corrector or the powder. If it's the Hydra Mist powder, count me out. I don't like that product personally. 50% off the IGK Good Behavior Spirulina Protein Smoothing Spray. I've heard a lot of people really enjoy the IGK brand. Comment below if you've tried that product. $18 for the NARS Orgasm Euphoria Mini Multiple and Lip Gloss Set. That's a nice way to trial it. It's not a huge value on it, $28 value, but it's cute. 50% off Yes To. Yeah, I've tried some Yes To products, but they didn't really stick with me. I did like their micellar water, but that's so predictable of me to say. So predictable. $19.50 for the MAC Cosmic Lip Duo. At least this one's a little bit better of a value. These are cute sets as well. $36 value on these. You get a full-size lipstick and a full-size lip liner. 50% off the Lorac Pro palettes. So, I just used the original unzipped today, although this is something else on my lids right now. I think I was really trying to figure out the difference between the unzipped palette and the Urban Decay Naked 3. I think what it is the unzipped palette would probably work better on medium skin tones. It might even not work as well on light skin tones because the mattes in there run a little bit darker than the mattes in the Naked 3. So that's something to keep in mind with the unzipped. The Pro formula is very similar to the Pro 1, 2, 3, 4 is very similar to Anastasia. You're getting a lot of that pigment, but it is a little bit more powdery. Philosophy Purity Made Simple 3-piece set. I do like Philosophy's Purity. I'd be more interested in this if they didn't have the wipes, because I'm telling you guys, wipes are just not the way to go with makeup removal. You'd never know it with the way they're advertised, but a cleansing balm is so much better. $15 each for the Estee Lauder limited edition duos. Those look like cute little ways to sample the brand. I actually do really like their lipsticks. Buxom Plumping Lip Gloss Duo, $10, $32 value. Those will also go on sale after the holidays, just so you know. $15 for the Jack Black The Balm Squad. Oh, I've heard a lot of good things about Jack Black's lip balms. 50% off Pureology styling products. MAC Stars of Skincare Kit, $19.50 with a $32 value. I would not call that Stars of Skincare. MAC's Fix Plus is fine, but I don't see it as much as a skincare product as a makeup product. 40% off Lipstick Queen Nothing But the Nudes. Lipstick Queen's lipsticks are truly hidden gems in my opinion. I'm wearing one of these today. Lipstick Queen's lipsticks to me, especially the Nothing But the Nudes or their pH changing ones, I feel like all of those are excellent for people who do not want to feel like they're wearing lipstick or don't have a lot of time to make sure your lipstick is exactly where it needs to be, you know, messing with the lip liner. Just these are really easy to wear, easy to touch up, and it does feel nourishing on the lips. That's one of the best things about Lipstick Queen. I feel like very few lipstick brands compare in that aspect. That said, you don't get a ton of color payoff with these, so if you're looking for intense colors, I would direct you towards a different brand or to her, what are those called? The Saints and the Sinner formula. But for comfortable, really low effort nudes, these are actually great. $16 for the Pure Crystal Clear 3-piece Pro Eyelash Kit. I'm kind of tempted by this. I've heard really good things about Pure's eyelashes. $16 is not bad, $36 value on that. Ooh, one that is really, really tempting me. I might even go for this. The Smith & Cult Sombra Shift Eyeshadow Palettes will be 40% off. Smith & Cult is such an underrated brand. These look like such stunning palettes too. I do feel thrown off by that little round shadow in the corner. Apparently it's one of those shade shifting eyeshadows. But the rest of it, oh, they just look so pretty, and I know the quality is going to be there. 40% off Origins Glowing Greats Skincare Essentials Set. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is a better value. $20 with a $53 value. Those moisturizers in there, you're getting the daytime ginseng moisturizer and then the high potency vitamins in 1 ounce sizes. That's certainly enough to get to know if it works for you. Yeah, I would recommend this over the smaller sampler. But again, a disclaimer, these are very scented products. Here's another one that's kind of tempting me, kind of a lot actually. The iHeart Revolution Donut Tray Donut Palette Kit will be 50% off, $18 for, do those pop out? I can't tell. Those little eyeshadow palettes have been getting really good reviews, and I'm not surprised. I'm telling you guys, Revolution, believe it or not, has made leaps and bounds in their eyeshadow formula just this past year. 40% off Exuviance, the Expression Collection. Exuviance was fine for me, but the real star of the show with that brand was their exfoliating products. $15 for the Juice Beauty Green Apple Brightening Peel. Looks like you're getting 50% off of these. I don't love those. I think Juice Beauty is an okay clean brand. They're okay. If you followed my skincare trials, I would rank them below Herbivore. Personally, I really did like Herbivore. I called them my favorite clean skincare brand, so there you go. And then we have $15 for the IT Cosmetics Superhero Elastic Stretch Volumizing Mascara. I've had a couple tubes of this, and the thing that bothers me about the Superhero Mascara is I feel like there's a lot of inconsistency from one tube to the next. Some of them have been really thick, really wet, goopy formulas, and then I'll have one that is incredible, very, very easy to work with, can be built up, and I love it, but it makes it hard for me to know if I should recommend it, knowing that I've had such wildly different experiences with the same product. I feel like Ulta really saved the best for last here, so we have up to 40% off Stila Becca Cover FX and More holiday sets. So I just bought one of these with the 20% off. This one is the highest realm little mini glitter and glows. I've decided I'm only gonna buy minis going forward because my full sizes dried out before I finished them. That's unfortunate. So yeah, these are nice. I'm wearing one of these today. I just got this, so trying it out today. I think it seems to be the same quality as the rest. The only thing that's been bothering me about glitter and glows lately, and this has been a really recent thing, is I feel like they've started creasing on me. I genuinely don't think that there's anything different in the formula. I think it's just that life is like, oh hey, you're in your 30s now. Here's a gift for you. Your eyeshadow will now crease on you. Oh, 50% off the Smashbox Select Palettes and Sets. I gotta be honest with you guys, I waited for this. I knew these were gonna be 50% off because Smashbox is kind of up there with MAC, and they had really popular moments in the past, but they're not as popular anymore. So I think the last time I paid full price for one of these sets was not last year, but the year before. By last year, I had figured out that if I just wait a little while, I can catch them for 50% off. And just so you know, the little trio palette, I'll put the picture up on the screen of the one I'm talking about. This is getting good reviews this year. For the last 2 years, they have not had good reviews. People are saying that little purple palette is incredible. I personally love that they switched out the highlighting palettes for a blush palette. Ooh, I want that one. Oh, and I love the theme. The stars theme, oh my goodness, it's so cute. It speaks to me. 30% off Clarisonic select items. Personally, I would advise you go to QVC for Clarisonic products, Ulta for replacement brush heads, although Sephora this year, right? Yeah, we saw that in the Sephora Cyber Week deals. 50% off NYX Professional Makeup Holiday Sets. I have not heard a single person talking about these. Oh no, is NYX going the way of MAC and Smashbox? I feel like it would be about right on the timeline. 40% off the Body Shop entire brand. This is going to be great if you are a fan of the Body Shop. Personally, I love the tea tree oil. It's my favorite product from the brand. Just really nice to have that around. 40% off Ardell lash sets. That is a huge lash set. Buy one, get one free on Not Your Mother's hair care. 50% off Hot Tools rainbow dryers and select curling irons. Buy one, get one free Batiste hair care. Oh, maybe I'll have to settle for one of these dry shampoos. They're not terrible, but they're not living proof. More Ulta collection. Peter Thomas Roth Hungarian Thermal Water Moisturizer and Mask. I still haven't tried those. 50% off the Redken brand select collections. I'm actually really hoping that they have the naturals included here, because it turns out Aura really loves that. They had sent out some of the shampoo and the conditioner as diamond gifts a couple months back, and she was like, I love that one. Anyway, 50% off Lime Crime Velveteen liquid lipstick and liners. Get these from the Lime Crime website. If you follow me on Instagram, I already posted their sale up to 85% off. Pay with PayPal if you're going to order on the Lime Crime website due to their past security issues. Up to 35% off Clinique Select sets. Oh, I was so hoping the little blush set would be included here. I don't see it in the photo though, so oh well. 30% off Grande Cosmetics. That looks like it is the brow serum and the eyelash serum. I haven't tried either one of those, but I've heard good things, and they do not come with the scary side effects of Latisse. 30% off Bio-Ionic entire brand. That kind of looks like a torture device, doesn't it though? Is it just me? Maybe it's just me. 40% off the entire brand of Milani. This is fantastic if you love Milani products. I actually really do. I think they're one of the best drugstore brands. In fact, had I had my ducks in a row a little sooner, I'm planning to do a best and worst unsponsored Milani video. Remember all those one brand tutorials that people used to do a couple years ago? How many years ago was that? 2 years ago? I want to do that with Milani, but I have strong opinions on some of their products. I do not recommend their mascara, and I do not recommend their new eyeshadow palettes at all. Everything else from them that I've tried is good to great. Up to 30% off Foreo, the entire brand. I've said it before. I will say it again. I own both a Foreo and a Clarisonic, and I still prefer a cognac sponge. Everybody's different in this aspect, but that's my personal opinion. 50% off Earth Therapeutics. I have not tried any of their skincare products. 30% off Pacifica Bath. What else do we have here? $2.50 off OGX. I feel like you get better deals on OGX at Walmart. 35% off Alterna entire brand. I will link my Alterna review. I actually had really good results with them. I kind of do wish this was 50% off, but at least it's off the entire brand. 30% off Serahap Persona and the Vamp Stamp. I have tried so few products here. I've only tried the Persona lip glosses, and they're incredible. Comment if you guys have tried any of those, but I feel like those are all kind of popular. I just haven't tried them. 20% off Elchim. 20%? Y'all gotta do better than this on Black Friday. That's all I'm saying. Carolina Herrera Good Girl Mini Duo. So, if that is these, and I believe that it is, this has got to be my cutest little mini size perfume. How adorable is that? It's so cute. And Good Girl really does smell incredible. This one as well. Juvia's Place eyeshadow palettes, 35% off. I would not recommend getting these here because Juvia's Place usually does at least 40% off on their website for Black Friday, although they're well, maybe you should get it at Ulta because I've heard a lot of horror stories with ordering through Juvia's Place. 30% off Proactive Holiday Glow Kit, Kindle's Fave. Oh, not a Proactive fan here, not a Kindle fan. That one is so easy for me to move past. 40% off AG Hair, $32 for the Juicy Couture rollerball ornament set. I feel like that should be a better value as well. Those have been around for so long. That should be at least 50% off in terms of value. Just my thoughts. 40% off Murad. This is great if you want to restock Murad. 50% off LA Girl Lip and Eye. You know, I've heard a lot of people saying that they actually really love LA Girl's eyeshadow palette formula. I've never tried it, but I feel like I need to, maybe I should get it in this sale. 20% off Conair, $24 for the Philosophy Cream Cashmere Bundle. This one tempts me. I really like the smell of cashmere products. Does cashmere have a scent in nature though? $20 off Crocs Select Flat Irons, 30% off Mizani entire brand, and then 30% off Zoeva eyeshadow palette. Zoeva's eyeshadow palette formula is really good, and they're inexpensive to start with. 50% off the BH Cosmetics Brazil palettes. I have a comment here. I bought the Rio edition because I looked up the reviews of the other one, and it seems that this is the better of the two to get. This is the all shimmer palette. I don't dislike it, but it really is a lot of bright colors, and to be as honest with you as possible, I do not reach for it as much as I thought that I would. if you do a lot of rainbow type of looks, it might be nice to have such a vast color scheme, but I don't know. I feel like, in the most honest way I can possibly say this, I kind of feel like I'm getting coastal scent vibes from this palette. Did I just date myself? I think I did. 40% off Kiss and Allure lash sets, 40% off the Uma Beauty Say What foundation. So I have a review of this that I will link as well. I feel like there's kind of pros and cons with that foundation in general. It does sit on the skin really nicely. It's got a good medium to full coverage finish. But I say that having tried one of them and knowing that Uma used a different formula across each skin tone, which is very confusing to me as somebody who, you know, talks a lot about skincare. You can have dry skin no matter what your skin tone is. I don't know. I actually thought about getting another one of these when I finally did go on sale, so this would be my chance, but I like this Shiseido foundation. I finally settled on that one. Yeah, I think it's better. Not that that's curated Ulta, so completely irrelevant to the video. 20% off Clarisonic. Again, QVC for Clarisonic. 30% off Touch in Soul entire brand. Some people really swear by the no problem primer. I thought it was okay. Buy one, get one free. Select brands sheet masks. Looks like we've got OK, Tony Moly, Yes 2, and Miss Spa. I don't have a ton of experience with most of these, so comment if you do. That is a nice deal, especially since those are drugstore sheet masks. 50% off the Body Shop Yogurt Duos, now $10. Might be a nice way to try some of those. Personally, I'd go for the next one here, 30% off Soap and Glory Bath. I really do like their lotion. I would not advise you use their skincare. I felt that it was a little bit too harsh, but their bath products are wonderful. $99 for the PMD. We talked about this in the last, I guess it was the 21 Days of Beauty sale. So I'll reiterate what I said there. Basically, I looked more into this and found a lot of sponsored videos for the PMD and a small amount of people who actually bought it and reviewed it on Reddit, and they didn't really have good reviews. The actual customers ended up saying, for the most part, that they kind of just stopped using it. Now, back then, in that video, not a lot of you had purchased or had any experience with the PMD. In the event that you, the group of you watching this do, please feel free to comment. 30% off CeraVital, the brand that I'm so tired of talking about because it's on every sale. 40% off the Beauty Blender All About Face. This is a nice deal. It's $25 for a face blender, the cheek blender, and then the concealer, the little blender, and then the sample size of the Blender Cleanser Solid. All that said, I would recommend to you Shop Miss A's Paw Sponge, the $1.55 one. Once you use that, it is so hard to go back to $20 sponges. I have been thinking more about that, and I think there is a very slight difference between the Paw and the Beauty Blender. I think the Beauty Blender absorbs a little bit less foundation, but that's really it. They feel very similar. Some of the Paw sponges are slightly off in texture, but for $1.55, it's never bothered me. And then finally, up to 30% off the Dermaflash Dermaplaning System. I have no experience with that. Comment if you do though, because I don't actually think I've ever seen that in an Ulta sale before. So we have the free 8-piece gift with the $60 purchase. This is exactly what I was griping about if you happen to watch that video where I gave myself advice for this upcoming sale. I will give you the same advice. If you have a cart that is $50 and you're thinking, should I spend $10 more to get this Ulta gift with purchase? My advice to you is no. These are just so bad. I feel like Ulta really does that thing that TV manufacturers do for Black Friday where it's lower quality. Ugh. It makes me so frustrated. But that is it. We have come to the end of what I assume is a very long video, so thank you for watching. A couple quick tips for you. First off, make sure you're using a cashback service. This time, I will remember to link my video. And secondly, I highly advise you to spend your points in this sale. There's such a mentality of spending points during a 20% off coupon, and I think I figured it out. I think what it is the I guess satisfaction of seeing a $157 cart drop to $125. But if you think about it, if you are buying a bunch of products that are 50% off, 40%, 30% off, you are getting a better value, even if your cart shows $125. If your cart is entirely 50% off deals, that is $250 worth of products for 2,000 points. It's the time to spend it, in my personal opinion. Especially if you're buying gifts. Oh my goodness, absolutely the time to spend points. You just don't get that satisfaction of seeing your cart drop in price. Alright guys, that is all I have for this video. I'm not 100% sure when I'll have another video after this one. It might not be until next week, just as a little bit of a heads up there. But I hope that you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope that you enjoy your Black Friday, Cyber Monday shopping, and I will see you guys next time.